This is DIVO Diaries, where we prepare for our destined greatness by transforming our current lives inside and out. Today, we are going to be doing Whitney Yulin's How to Be Famous podcast 10-day Home for the Holidays challenge. Don't forget to join us by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Okay, this is day 4. We are identifying macro stories. So today we are going to uncover the lessons you've picked up that the world taught you that exposure is dangerous. When, where did I learn that my physical or emotional safety would be threatened by large exposure? What things am I the most afraid that exposure would bring? What are the times that I saw that major exposure equals pain, rejection, or lack of safety? Close your eyes and imagine waking up to 2 million new eyes on you. What about that feels threatening? Let's get started. Now it's time to share. I kind of split this box in 2 sections. When, where did I learn that physical or emotional safety would be threatened by large exposure? I feel like when people would tease me as a kid for liking singing, theater, acting, liking things that were outside the construct of traditional masculinity, people just making like snide comments about like my content or what I'm trying to do. Oh, your little thing. Are you making money from that? Like every time I talk to adults in my family and friends, outer circle, it's always like, for example, my podcast, they're like, oh, wow, do you make money from that? Like, that's the first question. Like, there's no merit to it or credibility unless you make money from it. From any venture, any creative venture through content or whatever. And that, I guess, really messes with me mentally, because if I'm not making money from this, is it good? And that's not true. It is worthy. It does have purpose. Just because it's not making money yet doesn't mean it's not credible and good content. What things am I most afraid of that exposure would bring? Definitely people trying to, even though I feel like I'm in a really good place with this, like I've already received hate in comments, but I feel like, I don't know, I haven't like experienced it, the brunt of it. Jealousy, picking apart things I do or in my background. Like, I've literally seen people on Twitter dragged for like the most like simple things, the outfit they're wearing, what they do on a date, or screenshots of conversations. That's also why I find it hard to be vulnerable and build deeper connections with people that I don't see in person, because there's a part of me that I'm always thinking like, what I do today, the choices that I make, how will this be seen in 10 years? What if sometimes that I saw that major exposure equals pain, rejection, or lack of safety? Again, hate comments on my videos, I get those all the time about my body, the way I act. Some people say I look like Peter Griffin, or some people have even said I look like Kim Jong-un. I mean, I really don't see it, but hey, if it gets the views. But I feel like they don't affect me as much, like I said before. I don't feel like I've really gotten the true brunt of hate comments. I feel like Instagram especially, I'm scared to be perceived there, because on Instagram, it's people following me that I actually know in real life. So I'm scared of looking like a failure there, or ugly, or not aesthetic. Seeing saves or shares on my posts has always been like stomach turning for me. When I close my eyes and imagine 2 million new eyes on me, I'll just read some of the thoughts that I felt or feelings that were threatening. Like immediately, I thought about the demure trademark controversy lately, because that was something that I hadn't even considered being a problem in the future. I've gone viral before, but not to that level. And so I was always thinking like, oh, I can't wait to get to that level. And that was a new problem I didn't even think about. So that now got me worried. Not having anything ready and not using that momentum. Like before, I've gone viral in the past, but there was just things in my external environment that prevented me from really capitalizing on that. And that's another thing that felt threatening to me, is that the success will somehow be derailed by outside factors that are outside of my control. Or maybe I don't have the resources to assemble a team right away and get going, never peaking past that moment. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, all these things are just things that I think about. I think I do have the courage to overcome them. It's just, they're always gonna be in the back of your mind, and it's just, you have to just keep reminding yourself that you are worthy, you are confident, you are capable of this, and you will get through all this. So I'll see you in day 5.